What's going on, Stackers? Florida Stacker back with you, and in today's video, we're going to focus on entry-level gold, namely the 1/10 ounce gold coin, as I've got quite a few of them here to show you today from most of the world's popular mints. So let's look at the 1/10 ounce gold coin and talk about some of the different options that are out there for stackers. Coming right up. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So let's start out with the date, which is August 2nd. It's the weekend, so the market is closed, and the spot price is right around $3,365 or so dollars. It's been a few hours since I looked, but it's in that ballpark to kind of give you an idea on the prices today that you could expect to pay here in the United States, that is, usually at a local coin shop, because we all know that if you shop online, which is convenient. I've done a lot of it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be reviewing quite a few of the online bullion dealers here. I've got a bit of experience, I would say, having shopped with many of them now for about 7 years. So I'd like to share my experience and let you know what I've seen change for the better, what I've seen change for the worse during those times. So I'll be kicking off those videos here coming forward. But again, today we want to talk about entry-level gold, which is going to be your smaller fractional gold coins. Typically, I recently did a video on small gold bars. I'll go ahead and put that up there at the top. So if you want to come back and watch that video at the end of this, it'll be there for you. But when it comes to small gold coins here in the United States, obviously the American Gold Eagle, which is the coin of the United States, is going to be your primary focus coin. So let's go ahead and focus on that focus coin. Yeah, the 1/10 ounce gold American Eagle. Now, these coins are not made out of pure gold. They actually have about 5% silver and around about 3% copper or so in them as well. So it is an alloy. And the reasons behind that are kind of hard to understand today. But when you look back at history and U.S. gold coins, most U.S. gold coins throughout the last couple of hundred years were around about 90% gold. Now, these, of course, you're still getting 1/10 of a troy ounce of gold. It's just you've got those other metals mixed in, which creates a more durable coin, just like the coins of old when we actually, use them to head to the Walmart of the 1800s or the early 1900s or wherever you were doing your shopping back in the day. People actually used gold and silver as currency. Of course, as time has gone on, we've gotten away from that, and you can see the giant mess that we've gotten ourselves into when you look at the global financial picture due to us coming off of that gold standard. So why are the 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagles more expensive, though? That's a question I get quite a bit. And actually, there's two reasons that come to mind. And the first is just simple economics, which is supply and demand. And that is that the 10th ounce American gold coins are in more demand. Therefore, those selling them can charge a slightly higher price for them because people are going to pay it because it's what they want. But the other reason behind that is how the coins are produced at the U.S. Mint and then distributed, because many of these coins don't actually head straight to the place that you bought them from. Now, some of them might have gone to, how should I say, authorized distributors like APMEX and some of these other places that get their products directly from the U.S. Mint. But chances are, if you're buying it from a mom and pop coin shop or a smaller online dealer, they had to buy it from a middleman. And so now it's been sold from the Mint to a distributor and then to them, and then they're going to pass that on to you. And guess what? That's why the premium's higher, because everybody's got to get paid along the trail, right? So U.S. gold coins generally are in higher demand here in the United States for obvious reasons, right? It's what people know. It's in the language that we speak here for the most part. And it's also just part of our culture and history. So 10th ounce gold eagles, very popular. You're going to be looking to spend probably close to $365, $375 if you're at a good coin shop today. To purchase one, you're going to be looking at probably closer to $400 or more online. Some of those online dealers get really expensive. All right, another popular option is the Canadian Gold Maple Leaf, but I'm not going to go into details on each and every one of these coins because I'm going to save you time. Let me talk to you for a second if you're an American stacker. Okay, outside of the Gold Eagles, right, you've got the Canadian Gold Maple Leaf. Let's see if we can get a good shot of the Canadian Gold Maple Leaf. You've also got coins like the British Britannia or the UK Gold Britannia. Let's find a Britannia. Here's a Britannia. Okay, so this is the coin of the United Kingdom over there across the Atlantic. Plus you've got the Vienna Philharmonic, or the Austrian Philharmonic as it's commonly called. All right, these are actually pure gold options too. Some of these, like the Philharmonic, you're talking a 4/9 fine gold coin. And you've got some older coins like the Krugerrand out of South Africa. Now this is the OG, or the original gold, OGC I should say, the original gold bullion coin coming out of the late 1960s. Similar to the gold American Eagles, the gold Krugerrands have a different color to them because they actually have quite a bit of copper mixed in. They don't have the silver of the American Gold Eagle. It's a combination of gold and copper, making it a 22-karat coin. You've also got the Chinese Panda, which it's hard to find them in the 10th ounce sizes these days because China's gone to the gram system for quite some time now. I can't remember the year they transitioned over to it, but I think it was like 2016 maybe. Somebody will know in the comment section. Either which way, you can buy gold minted in China. And the Pandas, there's lots of different cool designs on the modern ones. This is a bit of an older one again, and I'd really like to get the camera to focus on it. I think everyone would. Come on now. Yep, but there's some really cool designs out there with the Panda. Obviously, with most of these coins that we're going to be showing you today, the designs don't really change too much, unless it's a major change, like a complete overhaul of the design in most cases. But a few other options here, like the Perth Mint Kangaroos. These are coming out of the Perth Mint in Western Australia. Very, very nice gold coins. Okay, I say all this to save you time. And you're wondering, how are you saving me time right now? Look, here's the deal. This stuff may have different prices, right? You may get online and you may shop for it on, APMEX, JM Bullion. I don't know. Those are very expensive places to buy gold, but plenty of online shops out there. And you're going to see different prices for the Britannia, the Maple Leaf, the Philharmonic, whatever. In my experience, when I have gone to sell those products, or during the times that I'm working at my local coin shop, which does happen from time to time, typically the coin shop buys those coins for the same price, okay? So my advice to you when it comes to the smaller, or really any foreign gold, if you're not buying the American Gold Buffalo or the American Gold Eagle here in the States, just buy what you like. Buy the design that you like, because chances are when you go to sell it, especially if you're selling it to a coin shop or an online bullion dealer, if you're selling back to them, most of the time they're going to pay you the same price, whether it's a Krugerrand, a Philharmonic, a Maple Leaf, a Britannia, a Kangaroo, a Panda. Well, in some cases the Pandas, okay, let's exclude the Panda just because they are different. They do kind of fall into a slightly different category. But in general, most of your fractional 10th ounce gold coins from the foreign mints, you're going to get the same value for them back, okay? He'll pay you $350 for the Maple, he'll pay you $350 for the Britannia, whatever. I'm just throwing a number out there, but it's going to be the same number. And the same applies to silver coins as well. American Silver Eagles carry a premium, and certain other silver coins carry a premium as well on the buy, but typically when you're selling back to a coin shop, you don't receive any premium back on the foreign stuff. And lately, should I say this? Lately, you haven't really been getting premium back selling on anything other than a gold Buffalo, really, and maybe some perfect BU same date Silver Eagles. You'll get a premium back on that. And the reason behind that, folks, is because the prices of gold and silver have gone up quite a bit recently, and that just really evaporated the premium. Now, most places are buying at like 98% of spot for a full ounce of gold, maybe 99% for an American Gold Eagle, and you'll probably get spot for a Buffalo. Some of that has to do with the melting fee. A lot of these coin shops, when they buy your gold, when you go in and sell it, they want to sell it to the next guy or girl that walks in the shop. Okay, that's obviously the most cost beneficial way that a coin shop can make money, right, is by buying gold from you at 98 or 99% of spot and selling it to the person that comes in behind you slightly over spot, right? But in most cases, they're actually sending quite a bit of the gold and silver, especially the old stuff, to get melted. All right, it is what it is. It's a true statement. A lot of this really nice stuff that maybe you valued for decades and you go and sell it, it's getting melted. And the reason is because most of the demand for gold these days isn't you and me. It's coming from the countries and the banks, the big banks, and they want big bars, right? They don't care about buffaloes and philharmonics and eagle. They don't care about any of that crap. They want a big, humongous bar, all right? And so it all gets melted down and turned into bars, and that's what happens. So if you're going to be shopping, keep that in mind, that when you go to sell, if money is the main driver for you, right, the value of the product, if that's the only driver, then just buy what you want, okay? There's really not going to be much of an advantage choosing to go with Maples over Britannias, or Britannias over Philharmonics, or Philharmonics over Kangaroos. In general, they all kind of fall into the same category as foreign gold, right? So that's really it, guys. If you want to stack it a little closer to the spot price, your foreign stuff's going to be a better option for you on the buy side. Just know that when you go to sell, you may or may not get spot price for it, okay? It's really market dependent. What's going on in the world at that time, what's going on with the price of gold and silver, it's impossible to forecast the future, all right? So anyways, I hope you learned a little something about 10th ounce gold coins today. Again, many different mints to choose from. Really, it comes down to preference if you're looking to stack the foreign stuff. What do you like? What do you want to hold? What do you want to look at, right? You're spending a lot of money on this stuff, truth be told. It's not cheap. Even these 10th ounce gold coins, 350, 360, 370, all the way up in the 400 range, some of these dealers charging for them. That's not cheap, okay? You can do a lot, even today, with $350 to $400. Not what it used to be, okay? Everybody knows that, but you could still do a lot. That's not chump change. So consider that when making your purchase, because the last thing you want to do is buy it and then go, you know what, I really wanted the other one. And then you're going to lose more selling, and then you got to pay the premium again to buy the one that you want. And if you're trying to save wealth, you're going the opposite direction by doing that, okay? So things to consider. Me personally, my parting what I do is, you see all this stuff here, but I am a reseller. So if you are interested in buying gold and silver, please send me an email, thefloridastacker@gmail.com, and I'll get you added to my mailing list where I show you the products that I've got in stock with the prices, and you can work with me on your buying. But outside of that, for my personal stack, I really like to stick to the American Eagles, and if I'm going to go foreign, I've experimented with them all. Trust me, I've had everything. If I don't still have it, I had it and I turned it into something else. But learn from me, take it from me. It's not the best way to go about it. Just do it right the first time, right? You heard this video. American Gold Eagles are great, and I really like the Canadian Gold Maple Leafs because even though they do tend to sell at the same price as some of the other stuff, there does seem to be a little bit more demand for them than the other products that I mentioned. So again, demand's a good thing when you're wanting to sell, right? You want somebody to sell it to. All right, so it's been a while since I've made a video. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, just kind of rambling on about 10th ounce gold coins. And let me know by sending me a message or an email if you would like to be added to that mailing list. Otherwise, I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you back on the next video. Take care, my friends.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel.